Zinhle Ndawonde initially had her eyes on a football career. When her teacher at Park Hill Secondary School introduced her to rugby, Ndawonde had no idea it would be life-changing.
I started playing rugby in high school, which was Park Hill Secondary. When I got there, I wanted to do I wanted to play soccer, but they didn't have soccer, so they had touch rugby. So I joined touch, and then from there, one teacher from the school introduced me to the actual physical rugby.
The Sharks women's selectors took notice of Ndawonde's impressive skills while she was playing at a school rugby tournament. In 2008, she joined the Sharks women's team. From there, she was selected to be part of the national team squad at the 2014 Women's Rugby World Cup. For the 28-year-old, getting her Springbok colours and being named vice-captain was the highlight to her career.
There's a lot of senior girls there who are much talented, who have played World Cup as well, who have been there at the Springbok team. So for me, I felt honoured, because being a captain means that you actually carrying your team, you're also carrying a nation. All the young girls that are there, they're looking up to you as a senior player, also as a vice-captain. They're looking up to you as their role model as well. So I felt honoured. I felt that I had a job to do, of which I think I did very well. Yeah, it's quite a big job, but it's you just have to motivate the person next to you. It means that you must motivate the person that next to you and the young girls that are coming into the system.
Ndawonde also received Sports Personality of the Year award at last year's KwaZulu-Natal Sports Awards held in Durban.
Oh, I was so overwhelmed. I didn't expect that. I had a lot of people around it. I had also me who play netball, of which they always take it every time, and I was actually shocked because it was my first time being appointed as a sport woman personality. It was my first time, and it was my first time winning. And it was the first time a woman took it. So I was very overwhelmed, and I felt blessed, and I'm hoping to get it again this year.
Ndawonde, who juggles being a firefighter at the King Shaka International Airport during the week, playing for the Sharks and national team, added that the two complement each other when it comes to staying fit.
It actually goes hand in hand, because my job requires you to be fit and strong. Rugby requires me to be fit and strong. So when I'm at work, I go to gym. Firefighting is my passion as well. I like saving lives. When I'm at rugby practice, I gym. So to me, it's not really a distraction. It's something that I love doing, because I love being physical, you know. So whether I'm at work or at gym, it just dwells together.
Ndawonde says the most difficult challenges she faces as a firefighter is seeing people in tough situations. But she takes her job seriously and knows what she has to do.
When you have to save somebody and you see someone crying, or someone comes with the aircraft on the aircraft and they're sick, you know that that person is relying on you and you gotta save the person. So seeing the people sometimes in that situation, it kind of gets to heart and you feel like, oh wow. But as a person, I know my job, so I know what to do, and then I just have to be them and save them.
When it comes to her rugby career, Ndawonde stated that although it has its own stereotypes and seen as a men's game, she's not bothered by the misconceptions.
I've experienced a lot. Firstly, the one that I always get, like most of the time, people are like, you play rugby. But the thing is with me, when I'm wearing my stuff, you don't see that I play rugby. So the moment they see me in the rugby, feel like, you play rugby, you're tough, are you a boy? And we get that a lot as women, but it also depends on you as a person. I never took it to heart, because I know people always say something. Whenever you're doing something good, people will actually talk about it, even though you're doing something bad. So I never took that to heart. I knew what I wanted, I knew where I wanted to be, and so I just ignored everything around me.
Both Ndawonde's careers require her to be disciplined and stick to a strict diet. The 28-year-old admits once in a while she will have a cheat meal.
Monday, Friday, I try and be strict with my food, because it's obviously during the week and you're training really hard. You can't be training then have something that would put you back to where you started. So I'll make sure that from Monday to Friday I eat strictly, and then from Saturday I can cheat with maybe pizza or something.
Ndawonde also coached teams for the South African Local Government Association and hopes to inspire young and upcoming girls to do what they love. Siphokazi Malinga, Durban.